Welcome to Starpath Academy Storytime. Carpet cleaning under communism and after collapse. In Romanian cities during communism and soon after, we couldn't afford to have our carpets washed and water was too expensive. We would bring clothes and carpets down to the riverbank during summer, but in wintertime that was not an option. With the first snowfall, people would bring out their carpets to the closest park and lay them in the snow, then proceed by covering it with snow and beating it with a carpet beater to wash the dirt out. After the snow melted, the parks were full of dirt and lint of various colors. During the summertime, while some had vacuums, but since electricity was way too expensive, we used the carpet hanger bars installed in parks. You can see it in the middle of the picture. You would fold the carpet over and proceed by beating the carpet with the carpet beater to get rid of the dust from the carpets. These carpet hanger bars were multi-purpose and for communal use. We often used it as soccer goal gates and many other creative ways. Since meat was scarce and expensive, people would money pool and buy live animals from nearby farms, if they could afford it. These metal bars were then very useful for processing animals as well. Some would hang sheep there and skin and process the meat. During the winter time, in the early hours, animal screams would echo between the 10-story concrete buildings, used to be called blocks. The sounds were not pleasant, especially hearing them around 7 a.m. But we at least knew someone's family is getting fed that day. Some neighbors were polite enough to clean up the slaughter site, but not everyone. I used to do pull-ups and the workout routine on these bars, shoulder, arm, leg and ab exercises. But sometimes I would walk in a park and see the remains of processed animals, gut and intestines discarded in the park, and sheep ankles still hanging from these bars. I remember doing pull-ups one day in the spring near a pair of sheep ankles. Must have been there for days because it was already smelling pretty bad. I would have cut it down and discarded it, but I didn't have a knife on me that day. So I did my routine and continued walking. People did what they had to do in order to survive. It wasn't always pretty, but it got normalized pretty fast. Be sure to get ready for whatever comes.